Today we have something really special. I'm going to be talking about an oracle deck that was just released in France that honors the incredible feminist philosopher Hélène Cixous. It was organized by Alexandra Grant, and it features artwork by myself, by the artists Jeffrey Gibson, Keanu Reeves, Joanna Hedva. There are so many incredible artists that are included in this deck, and I'm so excited to be one of the first people to be sharing the Itinéraires Fantômes Oracle deck. So let's dive into it. Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Edgar. I'm an artist, I'm a witch, I'm a therapist. I have many different practices, and one of the things that I like to do on my channel is review oracle and tarot decks. I often get sent these decks by publishers or by friends who are artists, but this one's a little special because I am in this deck and I actually just received it in the mail a couple of days ago. And so I am thrilled to be doing a live unboxing here of this deck. I'm also going to do a flip through so you could see all of the cards, and I will be sharing as I do the flip through who created each card. So you will see how many amazing artists have been invited to be a part of this deck. If you haven't heard of this deck, it is pretty new. Again, it was just released and I just got it a few days ago, and it was publicly debuted in Bordeaux, France last month. And I want to just share a couple of photos here so you could see what that event looked like. All the cards were laid out together in an exhibition at the Contemporary Art Museum in France. I think the acronyms are CAPC, and Alexandra Grant, the person who organized this deck, had a couple of her artworks in this exhibition along with some other artists. And as I said, she invited a whole group of people to be included in this deck. She reached out to me a few months ago, invited me to participate, and I created 2 cards for this deck. I feel so honored to have been invited to create 2 cards. It's actually inspired me to potentially create my own oracle deck in the future, so stay tuned for that because the ideas are percolating and I would definitely love to expand upon the aesthetics and the art that I created for this deck, and I will show you that in a second here as I do a flip through. But first, let's do an unboxing. So I wanted to take a moment and highlight the two cards that I created for this oracle deck. Les étrangers redoutables et la Non-Forme. The first one on the left, this is the Formidable Stranger. I'll read to you what it says in the booklet about this card. The Formidable Stranger enters a room and causes everyone to ask themselves why they didn't take a shower that morning. Self-consciousness comes from without. And so in creating this card, I really wanted to highlight the mirror. And you could see here this person in their face, or where their face is supposed to be is another face. So I wanted this person to be a mirror being that was reflecting back whatever was around them. And you could see they are surrounded by symbols, by colors, by patterns. They are surrounded by magic. They are magic. And they are walking around, reflecting the world around them, letting people know what is within and without. They are a direct messenger here to support you on your next steps. Whenever you get this card, you're reminded to turn within. You're reminded that the world is a mirror of your interior space, and that the more you connect within, the more you will understand what is showing up without. And this card, the Non-Forme, I will read to you what it says in the booklet about this card. The Non-Forme is not empty. She is not a vacuum. She is not lonely. Praise the void. Praise the magic of the abstract, of the non-linear, of the unconscious. I wanted to create for this card a moment of cacophony, a moment of things that are both representational and also guide you into the abstract, the liminal, the unseen, the unknown. I wanted it to feel overwhelming and yet inviting at the same time. I love to play with tension. I love to play with paradox, and these can definitely be seen in this card. And as you can tell, I love color, and I'm such a deep fan of Indigenous artwork, of post-internet art, and these can definitely be seen and reflected in the artwork I made for this card. Whenever this card shows up for you in readings, it is an invitation to connect to the sacred void within, knowing that it is rich, it is full in its emptiness. Goddess is nothing, and that nothing is potent, it is fertile. You are invited to sink deep into the Non-Forme. This is iterative, it is recursive, it is embodied, and I definitely see a connection between these two cards now as I talk about it even more. I can see that mirroring magic in between both of these cards. There is a sacred mirroring that is happening, and the void is a mirror, just like the outside is a mirror of the within. I am so honored to share these cards finally after having worked on them for quite some time and not have been able to talk about them openly. It is such a gift to see this deck out in the world and to know that so many people are going to be connecting with this magic that I and so many other artists have imbued into this oracle deck, and to know that it is an honor of such a visionary feminist philosopher. Goddess bless. Wow, this is such a beautiful deck. There are so many amazing artworks that have been included in this deck, and I'm just moved by how many of Hélène Cixous' groundbreaking, life-changing, embodied ideas were included in this deck. It's so powerful for all these artists, myself included, to come together in her honor and to create something so powerful that feels like a collective of witches coming together to offer their magic, to offer little seeds, little maps, little portals that will invite people into their own intuition, into their own embodied knowledge and wisdom. There is so much I can say about this deck. First off, I really want to mention that it feels so good in your hands. It is really sturdy. The cards are also so soft and they're strong but also pliable. They glide when you play with them. And something that's really incredible is that on the back of each card is a different artwork that was made by Alexandra Grant, and you could play with the cards in this way and create a map that she designed. And so I think that to me that really represents one of the things that has really inspired me about Hélène Cixous' writing is that she really encourages us to think about our inner subjective experience, how our subjective reality can contribute to changing reality in general, that our words, our art, our divination, our phantom itineraries, going on journeys to discover what is still haunting us, what is still present, what is still alive around us. This is what is so powerful about this deck, is that it really invites us to go on a journey. And this journey is into the void, into a portal, into the unknown. It is so powerful for me to have a deck that encourages play, that encourages exploration, and that really invites you to think of art in an expansive way. One of the really powerful things about having so many different artists with so many different aesthetics invited to share their art is that it really invites the people who are working with this deck to think about art in an expansive way, to think about ways that you could explore another medium, that you could think of, art as an oracular practice, that you could channel with your art, and that you could also really embrace whatever aesthetic is wanting to move through you. Again, highlighting the personal as political, highlighting the magic within our own intuition and inviting a collective to surround us as we connect with our intuitive self. I cannot recommend this deck enough. It is so magical, so powerful. As you can see, so many great minds included in this deck. Before I get to the oracle reading that I'm going to be offering to subscribers here in a second, I wanted to share some exciting news. If you're in the Los Angeles area, there's going to be an event for this oracle deck at the Philosophical Research Society on August 24, which is a Saturday at 7 p.m. I am going to be putting the link for this event here in the description of the video, and I want to invite you to go and RSVP because I imagine that this event is going to sell out, and as far as I know, it hasn't been announced publicly yet, but it is available online for you to go and buy your ticket. I'm going to be a part of this event. Alexandra Grant will be there, as well as the curator Anna Iwataki, who helped to organize the Itinéraires Fantômes exhibition in Bordeaux. And there's also going to be drinks that are themed to this oracle deck, and there will be decks available to buy, and I do think you get a discount for buying your ticket. So go check out that link that I'm going to include here and read more, learn more, invite your friends. Hopefully we can see each other there. And now stay tuned for the one card reading that I'm offering subscribers. Okay, we're going to do a one card reading here. This reading is for those who are subscribed to my channel. So if you're not yet subscribed, I want to invite you to hit that subscribe button so that you may receive this one card reading. So I'll start by sharing what is in the booklet about this card. It is a part of the section Those Who Fly / Steal. As you know, this deck is broken up into different sections, and we see here that Les Fausses Étoiles also means the false stars. It is made by the artist Saranya Siegelberger, and it was made in 2024. I will read what it says about the card. What is bright might not be what it seems, but there are lessons to be learned from the false. It can reveal what is true. False stars are tools for revealing the depth of true ones. So going back to this card, I'm really drawn to the idea of a reference point, a place that you can refer to, you can think of as a place that reminds you of your boundaries, of your desires, of what you wish to not have in your life, of what you wish to move either towards or away from. We always need to have those guiding posts. And sometimes we expect guidance to be really direct, to tell us what to do or where to go, and knowing that sometimes guidance comes in the form of allowing us to understand our wishes, our likes, our dislikes, or what we see as resonant and embodied with our being, or that which maybe feels superficial, not fulfilling, not enriching, not enlivening. We can sometimes feel like those kinds of experiences or moments maybe have less value, but this is a great reminder that we need those moments, that they are also guidance. The star in the traditional tarot deck is a beacon of hope. It is a signpost that we need when we're feeling lost, when we're feeling hurt. And this is here to remind us that all stars are not like the star card in the tarot deck. Sometimes a star comes in as an illusion, a delusion, a disappointment, a moment of remembering and recommitting or re-understanding something. And that these moments are just as important, just as needed on your journey as those moments that might feel more in synchronicity with where we're wanting to go or be. So bless the false stars, les fausses étoiles. Bless them for the magic that they bring into our lives. Let us be open to receive their messages. Let us be open to receive their guidance. I hope that this reading is supportive for you. I would love for you to share in the comment section what kind of false star are you grateful for in your life.